want to watch a movie where a woman loved her husband more when he was poor, when they were in abject poverty, than when he eventually hammered. That's when he became rich. Then To Kill a Monkey by Kemi Adetiba is definitely for you. Or you're even in the mood to watch a movie where betrayal sprung up from different angles, from loved ones to least expected family members, then you definitely need to watch this review of To Kill a Monkey by Kemi Adetiba. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Trends and Gist Arena, where we bring you the latest and juiciest and sweetest tea on the internet, including movie reviews, right? So let's get right into the video. To Kill a Monkey on Netflix was produced by Kemi Adetiba, and you all know that Kemi Adetiba is not small. She always comes correct, like she does not play at all. First of all, how does she get the casting for her movie so perfectly? Like, the cast in this movie, all the characters were on point, from Abos, played by Bucci Franklin, to a feminine played by Benson, to Inspector Ogunlesi played by Bimbo Akintola. All of them. I dove my heart for Kemi Adetiba. So we are going to be talking about the main characters in this movie one after the other. Then at the end of the day, you would be the judge. You and we are going to engage in the comment section. So you would tell me who you think the bigger betrayer in this movie is. Let's start with the main character, Efemini Edo, a family man who could barely feed his family. And to even capital, he has a wife that just gave birth to triplets. You can imagine the relief and happiness. Well, let me not say happiness, but the relief on his face when the doctor told him one of his triplets died. Obviously, he wouldn't have been happy if he had money and one of his triplets died. But hey, we're talking about a man that could barely take care of his wife that just put to bed, so he was quite happy. And all of a sudden, according to Inspector Ogunlesi, this man who could barely feed his family started owning mansions, became the CEO of the very hospital he once owed hospital bills. That's the hospital his wife gave birth at. He started living a very comfortable life thanks to Abos the Boss. Abos the Boss is a spare part dealer by day and a notorious Yahoo gang leader by night. Now, he actually merely helped Efemini. That's his own way of repaying the favor Efemini did for him back in uni. Efemini saved his life when they were in uni. But Boss just cut us and Efemini some slack, because this guy, like, every minute Obos says it to anyone that cares to listen that he made Efemini, and the guy refused to keep a low. You know how these Yahoo guys do. They don't keep a low profile. He's always flaunting his wealth everywhere on Facegram. Now, having talked about the two main characters, can we now begin to ask ourselves valid questions, like who exactly is the bigger betrayer in this series? Is it Nosa? Because I've seen a lot of people saying Nosa is the wife, that's the feminist wife, is a betrayer. Is it Nosa that loved, like, the woman practically loved her husband? She loved Efemini. She blushes at every of his touches while they were in abject poverty. But all of a sudden, she hates his guts when they became rich, because she feels like her family, especially her children and her mother's life, were endangered merely because of the shady business Efemini got himself into, even though she knew about the business. This one is reverse betrayal, because what we know is that people tend to leave when the money stops coming. But this one, I love flew out the window when the money started pouring in. But what do you expect from a woman that saw her 5-year-old daughter in the freezer? Like, her daughter was almost freezing. That sight alone can break anyone. Or was it when her mother was stabbed at the market, which eventually led to her death because of the same Efemini? Let me know what you think about Nosa. Personally, I think she's quite confused, right? And well, let me also say fear is also part of why she was acting that way, because she kept telling this man when they were poor, she kept telling him to be a man. And now that they have a lot of money, the guy is rich, she's still telling him be a man. I'm like, what do you want? Do you want this man to literally lay his life down for you? Because I'm like, why do you keep telling this man to be a man? Well, so let me know if you think Nosa is the betrayer, or is it Abos the boss that was having a secret affair with his friend's daughter? That's the feminist daughter. I mean, we understand that you help the family, but you should, first of all, you should not even be telling us every minute that you made this guy blah blah blah. But having an affair with your friend's daughter to the extent of even impregnating her is bottom barrel no. I mean, it does not make sense. But let me know if you think Abos is the betrayer, or is it even Efemini himself who literally, guy, Efemini literally played the role of Judas in Abos execution. Fine, we know Abos actually offended him by impregnating his daughter, but giving him away like that to teach her, that scene actually off me. By the way, I detested teacher's guts. Like, I was like, why is this guy greedy? This greedy and selfish old man that wants to reap where he did not sow, because he has been in the game way before Abos and Efemini. He now wants to be collecting how many percent did he even say he wants to collect from them? That man is very greedy as hell. Or is the betrayer even from Miss Sparkles, a feminist side chick? She made him become very vulnerable and gullible to her, but gorgeously. When I say gorgeously, I mean gorgeously, because did you see how she dressed to the court to witness against him? By the way, Miss Sparkles is very, very, very beautiful. She's a very beautiful woman. Or can we even say the betrayer is from a feminist daughter herself? I wouldn't even call that one betrayer. I would say she's just merely delusional. Because what was she thinking getting pregnant for Abos in the first place? Did she think it was going to marry her? And what did her father ever even do wrong to her to deserve that kind of hatred? Because she merely detested him because he did not find a relationship with Abos funny, which is very normal for every responsible father. I just feel like that girl is very delusional. She's just angry at the father for literally no reason. You're having a relationship with she knows Abos' wife, right? So even talk with her, the guy is your father's friend. What were you expecting, for crying out loud? Anyways, let's move on to the next person I think is a big ass betrayer here, Inspector Onome. He totally supplied Inspector Ogunlesi with information about Abos and Efemini, but was apparently an informant to Efemini, giving him hints and information on every of Inspector Ogunlesi's move. Guy, this movie has a lot of betrayal dynamics. I mean, a whole lot. But like I said before, I totally give it to the characters in this movie. They bodied their role. Personally, I have my favorite characters are Madam Adoni and Madam Adoni, Inspector Ogunlesi, and Abos' wife. I've forgotten the name. Is it Idia or Ivy? That was played by Akanchawa Badi. Yeah, they totally bodied their role. Madam Adoni is the real female in male-dominated roles, because did you see how she kept using Efemini? Like she was literally taking advantage of this guy. It was brutal. And then I totally like Inspector Ogunlesi's role. So like the way she bodied her role, she did it so perfectly. Her gestures and mannerism showed that of a stubborn detective that is going through personal troubles but will never back down just to make sure that she proves the point. She really, really wants to prove a point, especially maybe she's doing it because she actually wants to bring them to justice, but she also wants to prove a point to Inspector Babalola because they've had history before, and then that one, Inspector Babalola was beefing her because she was initially promoted, and then when the whole thing with her husband and children happened, she had to take a break from work and then came back as a demoted staff. She was demoted to being an inspector, but yeah, she also wanted to prove a point that okay, I did not get that promotion. I actually got that promotion on merit, right? So she wanted to prove a point, but I like how she bodied her role perfectly. And like I said, I also like Abos' wife, the way she was speaking her English, like the real Akanchawa Badi. So guys, I totally recommend this movie. If you have not seen it before, if you have not seen the movie, try the series rather, try to watch it. And if you have seen it, please engage in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the series. Let me know who killed their role the most for you, and ultimately who you think the biggest betrayer is. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Please do well to subscribe, do well to comment, do well to like, share this video, and I'm going to definitely see you in my next video. Bye for now.